been a year of unique challenges and remarkable opportunities. Despite a troubling economy, where cities throughout this country are experiencing grave financial crisis, Mobile has shown its resilience through effective management, conservative budgeting, and a remarkable annexation effort that was made possible by our newest citizens and a promising economic job market which defies the rest of the country's gloomy analysis. The city is an incredible place to be today. As we look at the past year, we cannot help but look at the full potential of the city of Mobile. This benchmark has been something that we've worked toward for years. Now we are seeing some of the rewards of that hard work. I hope you will take time to read the detailed outline in the city's publication. I won't focus on specific projects. While many of you elected officials, business, civic, and community leaders have been a part of the city's success, I'd like to take a moment and expound upon the vision that has changed the face and character of Mobile, giving city government a new direction. As we approach the end of this term, I can say with certainty that we all have been inspired by the resilience of this dynamic city. Downtown once looked like a ghost town of years gone by, with empty buildings, decaying structures, and a dwindling business environment. Not anymore. Today, it stands tall, with a skyline of growth signaling to the rest of the state and the world the opportunities that lie within Mobile's mirror. We are what other cities aspire to be. We realize success and even failure comes in cycles. Though all of Mobile's stars are in line today, and seemingly success is in the palm of our hand, we realize tomorrow may not be so kind to us. Therefore, it is prudent that we all seize the moment, plan and execute a deliberate effort to ensure that we leave the city better than we found it. There's something more important than ourselves waiting in the wings to take over where we left off. Our children. I can assure you they are watching our actions to see if they line up with our words. Nothing is more rewarding than to wake up in the morning and see a seed you planted a decade ago blossom into new jobs, create stronger neighborhoods, safer streets, build parks that are wholesome and radiate the pride of the city, or travel on infrastructure that make you proud to call this place home. We face a different set of challenges as we venture into the age of technology, which has become as vital as the human mind that created it. Mobile has a can-do spirit. When others count us out, we know the value of banding together. Not just to focus on our differences, but to collectively come up with solutions that enable us as a community to look boldly toward the future. For the past 2 years, I've been fortunate enough to represent Mobile at a global conference in Chicago, hosted by Mayor Richard Daley. As I sit there this past year, listening to the presentations from mayors who represented cities with populations and resources that far exceed Mobile, I had a daunting thought that years back, we wouldn't have even had a seat at the table. But today, even though we had the smallest population and budget, we are now seated among some of the nation's largest and most progressive cities. This is a testament to our grit to make business and education a priority in our city, garnering the attention of people throughout the nation and world. While we are progressing, we must remain vigilant about improving our social capital. We must nurture our business community, whether large or small, and continue to support a matrix by which we continue to attract new business. Our education system has made significant strides in many areas, but it is vitally important that we do not lose focus on our duty and role of supporting education. When you look at the staggering number of young people dropping out of school today, the pain of what lies ahead in these students' lives should be enough to propel all of us to band together. One of the projects of our workforce development initiative is the Dropout Summit under the capable guidance of Carolyn Akers of the Mobile Area Education Foundation. The job of education of our children lies not only in the hands of Superintendent Roy Nichols, the school board, and teachers, but also in your hands. We can recruit thousands of jobs into the community, but if our populace is not educated or equipped with the means to meet the challenges of this ever-changing job market, our efforts would be in vain. Another challenge we must face as a community is our dire need to come up with a solution to combat youth crime and violence. Last year, the majority of the crimes you saw on your evening news were committed by youngsters between the ages of 15 and 20 years old. We're catching them and locking them up. But it's always somewhat disheartening when I get a call from a parent who's vehemently arguing that their child is not capable of such a thing. However, they don't know where their children have been, who they are with, or what they're doing. People, it's time for parents to become responsible for their children. Mobile's progress is far too precious for us to allow children to be lost. With no array of hope, we can no longer sit in the corner and say, it's not my problem. It is all of our duty to team up and be a part of the solution. If it means supporting the education renewal, being a principal for a day, creating jobs to sustain our young people's job ambitions, let's do it. I'm cautiously optimistic that the economy will start improving by year's end. We will continue to be very conservative financially, but aggressive in our efforts to secure the Air Force tanker contract. The implementation of our master plan and continued redevelopment of downtown will be a priority. Our cruise industry will expand with a new state-of-the-art gangway. And let me announce to you today that we have been notified that Carnival has confirmed the fantasy schedule for Mobile through January 2012. Our police and fire departments will increase in size and capacity. The city's small accountability model will continue to provide a high level of efficient service to citizens. And the quality of life in our community will be unparalleled in this state and region. We will continue on a course of well-planned expansion with a solid revenue base. To those who would say that things are not like they used to be, I say you're right. And I'm glad they're not like they used to be. Some are still talking about the good old days. I was here, where was it? These are our best days. Regardless of the challenges we face, God has blessed us with an abundance of opportunities. A famous Mobilian by the name of Leroy Satcher Page once said, "Don't look back, something may be gaining on you." The I, me, and my leadership approach is no longer acceptable or productive. That day is gone. Leadership is not about individual accomplishments. It's not about me, and this might come as a revelation to some, but it's not about you. It is really about how we as a people, entrusted with the position of leadership, can work together to provide the very best to the citizens of our community. The real challenge is not whether we can, it's rather we will. I believe in our city, our people, and our ability. If you believe, we will achieve our future success. We've come a long way from where we started. We still have work to do. I look forward to working with each of you to make our city the very, very best in this nation. Thank you.